Squishy Monster, and today we're going to make a vegetarian dish. It's a classic take on lasagna, but we're going to incorporate spinach and mushrooms in it. It's going to be bursting with cheesy goodness. After you've let your onions and your garlic go for a little while, you want to start adding in your mushrooms and try to stick with a meatier variety, but you can use button in a pinch. So just tumble them in there, and it looks like a lot, but it'll shrink down. Don't forget to salt and pepper each layer. A little bit of salt and crushed ground black pepper. And give that whole thing a toss. Don't be afraid to use that same pot that you used to saute your veggies in. I set those aside. Oh, and I forgot to mention I added a little bit of oregano to it. All I have going here is just some melted butter and I sprinkled in some flour to make a roux to begin our bechamel. And it'll pick up all that nice flavor from the bits of the veggies that we sauteed in here. So to that, when it looks like that, you want to slowly start adding in your milk. And this is just warm, not boiling, but warmed milk. And then you just want to slowly pour it in while you're simultaneously stirring. The key to a really smooth and creamy and lump-free bechamel is vigorously stirring. So don't stray away from your pot very long. And don't forget to salt, pepper, and I always love adding a little pinch of freshly ground nutmeg to white sauces. So just a little bit, and it gives that little just subtle background flavor that just goes really well with white sauces and whisks that whole thing together as well. The next thing I want to focus on is my ricotta cheese mixture, and in my big bowl here I just have some chopped spinach, and to that I want to add in my ricotta cheese. So just spoon that in there. It's going to make everything really creamy and just decadent. Just pour that in there. So on top of that, I want to grate in some fresh Parmesan cheese. So I like to eyeball it, but I'll have the correct measurements on my blog, thesquishymonster.com. But I like a lot of cheese. Now we're ready to assemble, and on the bottom I'm just going to drip in some of my bechamel just to have the noodles not stick so much to the bottom. There we go, and it'll keep everything moist. And you can kind of like slather it back with the spoon if you'd like, or just kind of let it go freeform, whatever way. And then to the bottom of that, I'm going to start layering in my pasta, my lasagna noodles, and these are no bake, but you can boil it off if you'd like, just whatever you want to do. Scoop this one over, fit this one in, and then to that layer I'm going to smooth in my spinach mixture. So dollop that on there. I love spinach and mushroom together. It's just such a beautiful combination to me. So just kind of smooth it out to the edges. You want kind of like a uniform layer because you're going to stack this upon layer upon layer. To that I want to add in my mushrooms, onions, garlic, and oregano, that mixture that I made earlier and I sauteed off. So just sprinkle it on top just like that. That looks good already. And after it bakes, it gets all nice and hot, bubbly, and cheesy. It's going to be delicious. And then on top of the mushrooms, onion, and garlic, and oregano, you want to drizzle on more bechamel. And you're just going to keep doing this until the whole thing is filled up with delicious layers. Time to see how it tastes. And I think that this would be a quick supper for weekdays, weeknights, whatever. You guys gotta give this a try, because what better way to get your kids to eat veggies? I mean, it's all hidden in there. It's covered with cheese, gooey cheese. Let's go in there and see what it tastes like. Pasta is tender, and that bechamel makes everything so creamy and ties everything together. Burst of freshness from vegetables. Like I said, you gotta make this for your kids because all those veggies are in there playing hide and go seek. So thanks so much for hanging out with me. This is the Squishy Monster. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.